Hi all, today we're going to see Laxmi Chemicals. So we're going to launch a chart. I'll also open the same here. Let's see which game Laxmi Chemicals on Tickertape. I would love if Tickertape is sponsoring this video, but no. If you see the current price is at 444. I can straight away see some supports and resistance lines. So I'm eager for them. Currently it's at buy zone if this is the resistance, and this is another line of resistance. Okay, and currently this point, if you see, is a line of resistance. If you extend it, you can see that even ahead of the third point here, one, two, it was not exactly resistance, but it was not exceeding it. So one, two, three. So even here, it was trying to respect the line. So I would still consider this as a resistance point, but you can decrease the strength or impact of it. So currently I see it at a very good zone, and there's one more line which I can just see. Oh, I can't stop myself drawing the lines actually, and I see a support and resistance points. But not all lines, whatever you draw, cannot be support and resistance point. So if you see, there's a pattern as well in this. The pattern is shoot up, one, two, three, four. So you are hitting 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is an ascending triangular pattern. So ascending triangular pattern. So if you see here in this ascending triangular pattern, the thing is once it breaks the flat upper trend line, it is ready to shoot above it. So I'm experiencing currently, this is the scenario of it. So there is a good breakout once it crosses 504, and that's about the technical part of it. We'll also check the monthly view, a weekly view. We'll get a longer idea of what is there. If this were a Fibonacci, if this were a Fibonacci from the base, you can take something as this, 200% as this. I think there's a retraction somewhere at 60% per se. So this stock, I'm excited to check its fundamentals. Technically, it is at its buy point, so I don't mind buying it at this point. And the resistance here is also very less. So further, I would somewhere put it in this zone as my resistance point. So I'll put this as my hard resistance, which is 394. 50 rupees is my downside, second downside actually. I can set this bottom, or maybe I'll give it a little more consideration. The consideration is totally based upon ATR, average true range. Average true range is how much it will oscillate. For example, let's say 20. So in a day, it has a chance of moving 20 rupees in the
Either
from the
side.
highest to the lowest point. So 20 is
On
it?
either side.
Yeah.
That is, if the day opens on a certain number, it can either be going 20 points on the upwards or the 20 points on the upwards. If you are to like go with the ATR, this actually like helps us a lot as to what could the maximum be the.
Yeah, volatility of the stock is well explained by ATR, daily volatility. So if you see back then, the stock volatility was in the range of 29.30. Here is the number I'm looking for. So it's in the range of 30. So per day, 30 rupees were slided, 425 to 463. So 30 rupees on an average per day, it's moving. So ATR is 20. So 20 rupees could be the downfall. Somewhere in the range of 420s should be your support one. But if you're still having the guts to hold further, and if you're bullish and that market seems to be bullish and the company is performing and without any bad news in the market, you can expect a move way above it. So if it were me, I would be expecting right now this a little bit of consolidation and then go up above somewhere till 622. So the risk reward ratio, if you see, it's in the range of 40 rupees max downside and 450 to 650 even. So it's in the range of 200 upside. First one is the risk reward ratio. So I would definitely consider going for this. And looking at the fundamentals, today has been a bad day. The market has been a little harsh this week. Though it has a good bullish in the first 3 days, the fourth day and fifth day were really harsh, and investors lost a lot of money. The PE ratio is 94, so you have to spend 94 rupees to earn 1 rupee in this company, while the sector's PE is in the range of 25. So this is not a good um, ratio currently where it is. It has a lot of scope for improvement, or the fundamentals where like the expenses can be optimized for better returns. A week ago, we got 80% good profits. Good point. Logged in upper circuit, good. So there are good things all over here. Logged in upper circuits. Yep, I think yeah. This is in September. I don't see. Acha,
Why do I have a feeling like if the market goes down, like 423 could be the support?
yes, 423 could be the support. Why? Because it is accepted on multiple.
Multiple points. So
Correct.
somewhere 423 could like act as a major support rather than this.
Correct, correct. 423 could be a major support. These wicks can be ignored to a good extent, but for sure 416 is one support and this is one support. So the support is not exactly a pinpointed line. It is in a range. So ideally speaking, we'll have to give a parallel channel. So you can say something like support is from this range to this range. This is the range of support from 416 to 423. So that's about Laxmi Chemicals. Fundamentally, the news is so positive about it. I think their performance too, but their sector PE ratio is high. Small concern, not a big deal. Let's see what the forecast have to say. The Tickertape analysts. Okay, I think I have to remember. Yes, I'll try this. So being back, there is no low side towards it. The lowest you can get is 43, which is in the range of 475, and then let's just say 500 and then 620. So let me see what my analysis have to say.
620 was something we already predicted.
Yes, as per this chart, I'm gonna close this ATR. As per our chart, we can see that our first is around the 500 range, and then it is at 620. So 550 and then 620. So somewhat matching our analysis. So good to see. Financials, yeah, this is one thing that interests me. Uh, Higher than industry revenue growth. Okay, growth is aggressive. They have good market share, and their income has grown at a nearly rate of 36%. That's nice to hear. EBITDA has increased, revenue has increased. EBITDA has increased drastically compared to 146 in 2023. So that's a good thing. But in previous year it is so you can assume that it will be having profits in the range of 150 CR. Is it in CR? Yeah, 150 CR if the revenue is in the range of 1500s. But it has increased, but the profit has increased drastically. So that was the 81% increase. So that's the reason again why, since it's a performing company, their payout ratio is very less. Earnings per share is good. So let's see who are its peers and how is it performing as a sector. As a sector, RT Industries is better PE ratio. Uh, all in all, Laxmi Organic is also having the potential. We'll do a video on RT Industries at a later point. Let's see if there are any news about Laxmi Chemicals. There is no negative news. There is all buy signals everywhere. Any events nearby, I think there is a cash dividend which was given. Okay, last year it was. Yeah, such a performing company will not be giving any dividends this month or this year per se. Why? Because it's performing and investors are already happy with its performance. So that's all about Laxmi Chemicals.